Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have here with us a Mini Cooper JCW. It's my favorite small car. This car was hand selected by myself because ever since I was 18 I wanted one of these, and obviously we specialize in Porsches and I love Porsches, but I always wanted to get one of these to give it a go and see what they're like. So after some advice with some of the people that have driven these, I decided to choose this particular one, which is a F56 model. So this car is finished in the British Racing Green, again my favorite color, along with the red. The car sits on 17-inch alloys that are painted in black, so that gloss black theme in red is kind of prominent throughout the car. You've got the calipers painted in red. The windows are tinted as well, so gives it a bit of a mean look. Coming around the side, you've got the fuel cap that's also in gloss black. So from factory, one of the best spec on this car is this has a switchable performance exhaust, which sounds absolutely amazing. So it's really good. You've got the spoiler as well, which is again a nice feature. It's not over the top, it's just about right. And this rear end is a very clean and tidy rear end. The car also has spacers, which gives it a slightly wider stance without compromising handling. So let's go have a look at inside of the car now. On the inside, you've got these gorgeous leather seats that are heated as well. They provide plenty of bolster so that you're not rolling around in the seat. But they also provide plenty of comfort as well. You've got the leather steering wheel as well with the red stitching, with the John Cooper Works sign at the bottom. You've got plenty of controls that controls your adaptive cruise control, and on the right hand side you've got the volume buttons as well, and your telephone buttons too. You've got the automatic gear lever that's finished in sort of chrome and leather with the red stitching. So that's been a bit of a theme of this car, is there's not just random colors. So you've got the dash partly in red as well to match the roof color. And then you've got a really neat display here down the middle that is all digital. And then one of the cool functions of this car is actually this LED light that around the side. So for example, if I adjust the air conditioning, it turns on. If you're moving the volume button, it lights up as you put it up. On the inside, it also has the Harman Kardon sound system. It's got the heads-up display. It's got the automatic headlights with the daytime running lights as well. So in terms of spec, it's pretty much perfect from what you would want out of this car. So it's got a bit of everything. So we'll now take it for a drive, and I can tell you about a bit more about how it drives. So on the inside of this F56 Mini, it's quite a comfortable car, very compliant. So in terms of the engine, it's got the 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, which produces about 230 brake horsepower and 320 Newton meters of torque. But to me, this car isn't just about power, it's actually the overall package. It provides really good handling, but above all, it has two personalities. When it's in chill mode, which you get 3 modes, which is basically green, mid, and sport mode. So right now we're in green mode, and it's quite relaxing. It changes gears, quite easily. and above all, it will provide you fuel economy over 50 miles per gallon. But on average, you can expect about 40 to 45 miles per gallon. So I typically drive it in the mid-range. That's where if you want to give it some beans, you can give it some, but also it's quite an economical mode. It gets up to speed so quick, that's unbelievable. And also, this being a front wheel drive car, I'm typically used to rear wheel drive cars. It feels like the front is about to lift. So it's quite a nice sensation, and I like it because I've driven a lot of rear wheel drive cars, and I find the front wheel drive cars just as much fun, but in a totally different way. Just turning on the aircon because it is a warm day, so need to stay nice and cool. That's the beauty of the mid-range, you can just waft along, and then if you want to give it a bit of beans every now and then, the car is there to do it for you. I like the steering wheel as well. It's got a really, really good feel to it. It feels good quality. Also, the 10 and 2 o'clock, there's a little bit of extra padding. So there's a demarcation. So maybe that encourages you to hold the steering properly, which you would think people would just naturally hold it properly. But it's there to help anyway. I'm going to turn around here, and that's another thing about minis, or the beauties of mini. The turning circle is just unbelievable. So the car also has adaptive suspension, so when I put into sport mode, it stiffens a little bit, and the throttle response is just there as well. It's just so responsive. I mean, on these B roads, it will keep up with a lot of cars. It's a very, very capable car. You can have so much fun, not for a lot of money. When I compare it with some of the Porsche prices, it's actually fantastic value for money. Initially, I was actually personally looking for a manual car because I thought, I want a bit more engagement. But having driven this car, I'm totally sold on the automatic gearbox, because when you're flooring it and you're driving it in an enjoyable manner, like I am right now, you need both hands on the steering wheel, because this car is rapid. It's absolutely rapid, without a shadow of a doubt. So, and the fact that it's a dry day, but still it doesn't slip up, but it puts the power down well, but you need to have your wits about you, because you can put this car into a ditch quite easily, obviously not intentionally. So yeah, I mean, for somebody that's a little bit more of a keen driver, this car does have that split personality. So I'm just going to go back into mid-range, and it's quite relaxing again. So this Mini does it all. I've done about 2,000 miles in it, and I've loved every mile of it. I did expect something from the car, but I didn't expect it to be that good. And again, in that British racing green, it looks absolutely stunning. And also, it's not a small car. It's in that perfect size car. The friend of mine, he drove it for a few days, and he's 6'5", built like a tank, and he never said, actually, Ali, this is a small car, or that he felt too big in it. So I don't know, any bigger, I think it would be too big. So it's just perfect. I can't compliment this car enough. The braking is really good on it, and very, very sharp as well. So yeah, absolutely love it. So this is just a brief review of this car. If you liked it, please comment, like, and subscribe.